Hey everybody, welcome to the Upgrade Growth channel. I'm Kyle Sexton. Glad to be with you. Hope you're having a tremendous day. Here on the Upgrade Growth channel, we focus on helping you upgrade your speaking skill and your leadership skill. Today is a leadership day, and today we're going to be focusing on tackling the question of how to develop a leadership growth plan. Now, when you start talking about a leadership growth plan, there are 100 different ideas that you could throw into the mix. We could get extremely detailed in this, and I want to go way higher, just top of the waves, on three main thoughts on how to develop your leadership growth plan. The three things that I want you to focus on, they are broad categories, but if you will focus on them, you will notice your leadership ability, your skill, and people's response to you changing steadily over time as you improve in leadership. So here we go. How do you do this? Number one is you start with understanding value. What do I mean by value? I don't mean just the price tag that is on something. I mean what makes you valuable as a leader. This is the beginning point of all good leadership growth plans. The reason is that value is expressed in two different ways. We have inherent value and we have earned value. And I'm going to tackle those concepts in a video coming up soon. But what this means is until you understand what makes you valuable as a leader, you're going to be prone to setting a situation up in leadership where you're trying to make people make you feel valuable instead of being able to give value to people. All right, we don't want to do that, leaders. We want you to lead from a position of already feeling valuable. So start in that space. Answer that question. What makes you valuable as a leader? Think of it in terms of inherent. Think of it in terms of earned. All right, so that's number one. Number two, go to the area that you are strong, that you have creativity and excellence in already. Grow your strengths. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can find in discovering your strengths. You can ask coworkers, you can ask family members, you can ask people that are serving under your leadership, you can ask bosses that are in the process of mentoring you. But cultivate, discover your strengths. Figure out what they are and spend some intentional time growing in that area of strength. The world will thank you for becoming an even better version of yourself, of your greatest skill. What is one of my skills? One of my skills is the ability to sit down with people, to teach them concepts, to help bring insight and understanding to them, and release them into service. The world needs me to continue to cultivate that. What is your greatest strength? What are your top 5 greatest strengths? Find those, grow those. All right, and then the last thing is shore up the weaknesses. All right, grow in your area of weakness. Now, this is a great area for you to grow in two ways. One, to cover the weakness in your leadership, but two, to grow in the ability of delegation. If it is a genuine, true weakness in your leadership, I highly recommend that you find a way of outsourcing it, handing it off, delegating it, and helping other people that work in that space, that it's their strength. Find a place to hand that off to them so that you are freed up from it and so that you don't wreck your own organization trying to do things that you shouldn't be trying to do. Okay, so what would that look like in your life? Maybe you have a weakness when it comes to budgeting. Maybe you have a weakness when it comes to delegation itself. Maybe you have a weakness when it comes to communication. Find a way to improve your skill, but don't sell your whole farm, don't bet everything on it. Like, improve it and then also delegate it. You work that into your growth plan. So those are 3 easy steps. Like I said, you can get as detailed into a leadership growth plan as you want, but those 3 broad categories, if you will focus on those, cultivate those, you will see your leadership life continue to grow, develop, and improve.